It's like I just couldn't care less, but I'm wrapped around her finger, started facing all my bets the day that we met.
You guys are on the Cheap Date tour with Forever the Sickest Kids, and in the spirit of the tour, if you had $10 or less to spend on a cheap date, what would you do? Where would you go? And no dollar menus.
No dollar menus. Man. Cheap date tour. Well, first it would consist of a drive. We'd have to drive somewhere, so that could be part of it. Romantic drive, and then maybe we would go to, I mean, if we were in Florida, we would go to the beach, obviously. And then ice cream's always cheap. Ice cream, maybe a blockbuster movie? Who knows? I don't know.
That's under $10?
Yeah, that's under $10, right?
What have you guys been doing on your downtime on the tour?
Either driving, sleeping, or shopping.
Trifecta?
The trifecta, that's how we do it.
What are your favorite stores?
Favorite stores? There's always Urban Outfitters, everybody loves that. Most of the time, like if there's just like a local mall, just go hang out at the local mall. You know, Best Buy is always fun too. So.
That is true. Have you guys been changing your set list at all during the tour?
We have slightly, but it's primarily just because of our time. There have been bands jumping on and off of the tour, so depending on the length of set that we have, we'll play 7 songs is like that's our set list, but at certain nights we've been playing anywhere between 4 and 7 songs, because actually a couple nights Dave was sick, so we can only play 4 songs. But last night we played all 7, and hopefully tonight we'll play all 7.
And How to Call a Bluff was remixed and remastered and re-released in May. So what led you guys to doing that rather than releasing an EP or another full-length?
Because we had just signed to Virgin Records, and that was, How to Call Bluff was the reason why we signed, because in April, I think it was, when we released How to Call Bluff on our own, when we signed in November, they had purchased the rights to the record, and so that was what they wanted to release. And so it's weird because we're at a point right now where I think people who have been following us for a while have had that record since last year, and they want a new record, you know what I'm saying? Or not even last year, but 2 years ago or whatever. So they were expecting like sort of new material, but to those fans who just started following us, post Virgin Records, it's a fairly new record, because it just came out this year. So so maybe a few more months on it, but we have new material right now that we'll start playing soon.
Awesome. I was just going to ask you, how do you guys plan to follow up How to Call a Bluff?
I think that like the songs that Dave has been developing and that we've all been working on are like better than How to Call a Bluff. I didn't think that we could write songs that were better than the EPs that we had written, and then we wrote How to Call Bluff. And but I can honestly say that I think that the songs that we're starting to develop now are even better than How to Call Bluff's record. Just more melodies, more heartfelt, more of the same stuff but better.
And you guys have a video out for Say So. So how did the concept for the video come about?
The concept for the video came about, we received about 8 or 9 different treatments from different directors. They all submitted offers, and we kind of sorted through them and picked out, we narrowed it down and then picked out the best one, which Zach Merck had developed, and then we sort of came up with different ideas about, tweaking it here and there, and so what you see is the final result.
Are there going to be any more videos from the album?
Absolutely, yeah. The next single will be undoubtedly Bigger Than Love, and we don't have like a guaranteed date of when we're going to shoot a video for it, but definitely look for that one.
In today's world, there's like a million different bands. So what do you think separates your band from the rest?
I think that My Favorite Highway goes a little bit deeper than a lot of the bands, and I don't want to sound conceited or anything. I think that there's a lot of great bands out there, but I think that unlike most bands, My Favorite Highway, we're not really a product. We wear the clothing that we want to wear. In fact, the record label told us that they like the way we dress better than the way we were getting styled in some of our pictures, and So I think what sets My Favorite Highway apart is we're very, you know, what you see is what you get, and you know we do a lot of, you know, we do all of our own video and stuff from MySpace, and so we're very, you know, we're true and to ourselves, and the fact that, you know, Virgin released a record that we wrote and recorded on our own. You know, there was little to no interference from a label, and so we have Virgin to thank for that. So that's, you know, I think that's kind of what sets us apart, is just, you know, this sort of, it's very natural.
2009's almost over, so have you thought about any New Year's resolutions?
Have I thought about any New Year's resolutions? To spend less money. Not that I have any money to begin with, but I would be far less poor if I spent less money.
Holla.
Wouldn't we all?
Okay.
And out of all the albums that have come out in 2009, like, which has been your favorite?
Oh, easily the new John Mayer record. That or, yeah, I guess, you know, John Mayer's new record just came out just a few days ago, and it's been on repeat constantly. It's so good. Battle Studies.
What are you guys going to be up to when the tour's over?
When the tour is over, we all kind of retreat, we run away, and we don't talk to each other because we spend so much time together. No, every year I get pretty involved with an event called New Year's Aid, which benefits, each year we do different things. We did an orphanage in Africa, raised money for an orphanage in Africa. We raised $128,000, and then last year we raised money for orphans in the Dominican Republic, $68,000. And so this year we're kind of like, we're going to try and blow the roof off and raise money for orphans around the world, in the Philippines, in Africa, and in the Dominican Republic. And so I get pretty busy leading up in December to that, and the rest of the guys, we all just kind of relax and, you know, write and stuff. So, you know, and obviously gotta spend time with loved ones, you know.
Very true. And what would you like to say to your fans?
What would I like to say to my fans? I would like to say thank you so much for everything that you guys do for us. Thank you, honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, for listening to our music and for being interested in what we do. You guys have no idea really how much it means to us. We talk about you, and we talk about how faithful you guys are to always come out to the shows and support us. And so thank you for that, and hopefully we can keep keeping you guys happy and giving you guys what you deserve in My Favorite Highway, which is good music.
You are